Hi guys, I changed out my thermostat on my 2009 Mini Cooper, and I solved my overheat or my problem with my heating. It had a big air bubble, but this is while doing all this research and trying to figure out what was wrong with my car that was heating up because of an air bubble. I kind of learned a lot about this thermostat housing. So this is for a second generation, or it was on mine. It was 2009 R56 base model. So this is what a new one looks like. And basically, this pipe here normally mounts on the engine like this. This is the pipe that heads back toward your water impeller through the crossover pipe back of the engine. These two pipes hook up to your heater core or heater matrix that where you get the heat that comes out to your inside your car. There's an arrow, so you get the flow, goes this way and comes back on your return. And these two go to your radiator. The same thing, you have an arrow here, and this one goes to your upper radiator hose, and this one goes to your lower radiator hose on the other side. Then you have this one pipe down here, and this hooks up to your coolant reservoir. So here you have your temperature sensor, and there you see the other end of the sensor, and this is on the engine side. This is your bypass for your coolant, and if you look way inside here, you can actually see the thermostat. And this connector is it's a preheat, so it can actually control and heat it up and make it open up. So actually I went ahead and cut open my old one. So let me show you what the old one looks like. Okay, here's my old thermostat assembly. Oh, and before I do that, you can find this online. It's just a diagram of all the hoses that connect to your thermostat assembly. So this is your return from your radiator. This one is going to your radiator. I think this is for if you have an automatic transmission, you would have this other connection. So that's your connections right there. So this is my old thermostat assembly. I went ahead and cut it open. So this is what it looks like. And what popped out was, because I cut too much, was the spring. So here you have the spring, and there's a bracket that holds it down, which is right here. And actually this is all compressed, and it actually normally locks in down here like this. So the spring would be inside there, compressed. So this is your thermostat. Let me pull this out. So there's your heating element. That if it wants to preheat it, it'll heat up the wax inside here. And when it heats up the wax, it'll cause the wax to expand. And basically, it'll cause this thing to slide open like this. So let me see if I can go ahead and do that with this one. So basically I just need to apply 12 volts here and see if that moves. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apply 12 volts, and it will start heating it up. So basically I'm going to speed up the shot because I think I timed it before. It takes about 2 minutes for it to heat up and start making a move. Okay, from there you can see the wax has expanded, and you get the big old gap there. Let me see if we get another light in here. There you go. You see there's a big old gap there. So basically, if I normally it's not open that wide, that's because I don't have the spring. So if the spring was actually in there, it would actually push it back down and not open it as big. So let me again disconnect this, and then when this starts cooling down, and if the spring was pushing on it, it would actually close all the way back up. But mine is broken and it won't close up all the way. Okay, so if you go back looking at this, actually I did a cool x-ray of this whole thing, which is actually activating. I'll show you that in a second. But basically this would be like this. So here you have your going toward your radiator, and basically that goes through here, which is the engine side. But then on the return side, it can't come through if this is closed, because you need it to flow this way toward your water impeller. So because that's on the return side, you get this side, that's on the return side. So when this actually opens, then you got your water flow through your water impeller, and it's going to circulate through your engine. On the far side of your engine, then the water's come back this way, the hot water then goes through this and goes all the way through your radiator. So basically when this is closed, if this is all the way down, can't push it down because it cooled down. If this was closed all the way, then basically the hot water can't flow and it just circulates in your engine until your engine warms up. So let me show you the cool video of it's an X-ray of the new thermostat assembly. And so basically I'm going to have this, I'm going to X-ray it, and you can kind of see a 360 degree of it inside. So here's an X-ray of the new thermostat assembly, and you can see the thermostat spring, the whole assembly right there, and the top is the heater pin that heats it up, and near the bottom, right near the bottom left, is the temp sensor that goes to your computer that reads the temperature of your coolant. And on the bottom right in the image is that's a return that goes to your water impeller through the crossover pipe. So that's what it looks like with an X-ray. I got the two wires because I'm going to power it up and just watch it operate and see if we can capture the thermostat opening. Okay, here's the image. It's 4 times sped up. I hooked it up to 12 volts, and you can actually see in the middle there it opening up. I'm going to rotate it a little bit, and you can see that it actually dropped open, so that way the water could pass through the engine, through the water impeller, pushing it through the radiator. So what I'm going to do next is to connect power, 12 volts, and actually you can see it cool down pretty fast. It's moving back up, which is closing out the port to keep the water from circulating through the radiator. So basically that's what I know about these thermostat assemblies, or what I've learned about them. So I hope this information is helpful and on any projects you work on. Thanks for watching.